Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marcy. Thank you for clicking on that thumbnail. Always showing up, showing you guys some love. Over here we talk about fragrances, lifestyle, travel, and some nursing. Please follow me on Instagram. It's Marcemello, MarceMell0W. A lot of fun, a lot of reels, a lot of lives. There's so much engagement on Instagram. It's like ridiculous, y'all. And it's like YouTube on 10. So in the fragrance community, that's where most of the action is. Over here as well with the reviews, but you get really, really good lives over on Instagrams on Wednesdays. You know, you have Fragged Out, Swagged Out, and Claudia and Irie. You have the lives. They're doing some sampling right now. And then also Mr. Cologne 76, you know, and then you have, there's just tons of lives, y'all. So go on Instagram and have a lot of fun. And let's just all enjoy what we do. So today, I'm actually really tired of saying the word fragrance haul, even though I keep buying fragrances. We got some new fragrances, okay, y'all. Some of the fragrances I purchased because of Prissy Baby over here. You know, I did have some Zara fragrances, but I mainly bought the Zara fragrances for my grandsons. You know, we did like, go back and watch that video. I'm gonna try to link it down at the bottom because it was really funny. They were a lot of fun and they still really want to do another video. So I'm gonna actually have them, you know, when I get some extra time to premiere in another video. Yeah, we're gonna say premiere because they're gonna be little movie stars when they grow up, okay? So, well-behaved movie stars. So anyway, just a little story. I told Jackson, which is the youngest one, Jackson is 6. I think he is. He'll be 7 in a couple months. I said Jackson because he loves, the youngest one, he loves perfume. I bought him like this little Batman and all these other perfumes from Zara. Those are the only ones that I purchased from Zara that I actually kept. I actually did a fragrance haul from Zara before, but I like gave those all away, decluttered about a year ago. But there's some new ones you all know with the Joe Malone collaboration and Zara. And then we have Cherry Smoothie and a couple other ones. But I told him, I said, Jaxie, because he's always like, oh, you smell so good. You know, can I smell it? Can I test it? And I said, Jaxie, when if something were to ever happen to me, then I'll just give you like a lot of my fragrances. I'm going to leave them to you. He was like, oh yeah. He said, you know, that would be great. And he said, I can do your YouTube channel for you as well. Like, look at him. He's like, yeah, and you know, I could do this and I can do that. And it just made me feel so good inside because he does watch my channel and, you know, he loves what I do. He loves fragrances and he's only 6 years old. Every time he comes here, he's like runs in the door and he's like, oh, smell my arm. I put on this today. Smell this. I put on this today. I'm just like, okay, Jaxie Bear. All right. But he's just so adorable. 6 years old and like wanting to put on fragrances and just be this little man, okay? But anyway, we have 2 wonderful fragrances that I've been contemplating buying for a long time. Well, one just recently came out, but I've seen it multiple times before, and I was like, should I get it? It's by the House of Dua. Excuse me. And you all know how I feel about Dua. Me and Dua, like it's a hit or miss. I've never really had any luck with Dua. I think there was one fragrance that I liked, but the base of their fragrances, they smelled a little bit like I was changing a tire. I was changing my oil. I got like that motor oil smell like from every single one of them, aside from this lemon one. Which the lemon pretty much covered that oily scent up for me. And then there was a Baccarat Rouge and an Angel Share one, a combined one that they had. And that one was okay, but I like nothing really like, you know, made me want to continue to dive into the House of Dua until I saw Claudia and I think Rico talk about this fragrance called the Chocolate Affair. The bottle was stunning because y'all know I can't stand Dua's bottles. The ones that I bought, I think about 10 of them before. And yeah, they're all gone because none of them worked for me. The bottles were flimsy. The cap was plastic. They're very good for traveling though, but that's if you like the smell, you know, because they're really small size. I think they're like a 30 ml. They have really good deals, but it's just Dua's overwhelming for me. It's too much. Just like MFK, like they're starting to be overwhelming. You know, I want to stick to a small amount of fragrances, which is unrealistic, from that house, you know, and then go from there, and then just wear those fragrances, love on them, and show them some attention instead of buying like 50 million fragrances from one house. And like, it's too much, y'all. So anyway, we're going to talk about the Dua fragrance that I actually love. So I am now considered a Dua fan like everybody else. And that fragrance today, and the two that I'm talking about, they're both leaning gourmandish. I'll give you one that people say it smells like another one. But the first one we're going to talk about is called The Chocolate Affair. And this is by the House of Dua. The box is stunning, y'all. You know, love their packaging on this. Now, this fragrance was $165. I did get 30% off. So I think I ended up paying like $110 for it. It's a 3.5 ounce. And let's see, it's an EDP. So yeah, when I opened it, the packaging is stunning. It all comes separate. Like the bottle comes wrapped, like very well packaged, protected. The top comes separate. This is a very heavy cap. But I heard you all know how I feel about chocolate, you know. Absolutely love me some chocolate, and I love a chocolate fragrance. I just bought that chocolate fragrance, Chocolate Makes Me Happy by Unique. I absolutely love it. The dry down is stunning, but it adds a little bit of a citrusy burst of slight vetiver in a transitional part of the fragrance. It's a really good fragrance. It's definitely unisex. This one I would say is a gourmand overall, but Chocolate Makes Me Happy goes through a transition. This is gourmand in the beginning, the middle, the end, and nothing else, okay? Straight up gourmand. So you do have to love a full-on gourmand to love this fragrance. If you don't feel like smelling like chocolate brownie, chocolate nutty, orange, all of that, then yeah, just, I mean, keep watching the video, you know, to support your girl, but maybe this is not for you. So anyway, beautiful. Let's go ahead and spray this. Now in the opening, I'm going to go ahead and spray it on this hand, okay? Check out the atomizer. Amazing atomizer. Like, look at that. Gorgeous. So, delicious, y'all. Delicious. And no, you already know that I do have Symphonium by Xerjoff. This is not giving me Symphonium vibes. This is super sexy, chocolatey, deep, rich sexiness. Symphonium is sexy and classy because of the oud inside. It's just so sophisticated. So they're slightly similar, but pretty much not, because Symphonium gives you the Laos oud. You can really smell the oud in there, and it's not a heavy oud. It's pretty light, but it gives you a lot of the orange and the mandarin. I think there's two different mandarins in there. And it's just a different fragrance. It's not, I wouldn't consider Symphonium a full-on gourmand, but I would consider this a full-on gourmand. So even though it's an amazing, I think it's an amazing gourmand up there with Lyra and Italica and Symphonium. I would group those all together, but there's different characteristics to those fragrances as well. So this one, yeah, I feel like I can just drink this or eat this, y'all. So anyway, in Chocolate Affair, you have your Sicilian bergamot, you have your bitter orange, cacao, tonka bean, you have some steamed hot chocolate, you have some white musk, you have some chocolate infused coffee, you have some chocolate liqueur and chocolate cognac. So this fragrance, you can check out the oil sheen in this fragrance, you know, pretty good. So I am definitely getting, like when I initially sprayed this fragrance, you definitely get that burst of bergamot. I think it's bergamot because I get bergamot. Yeah, I think, yeah, Sicilian bergamot. It's like a mandarin, bright, uplifting smell. A very, very creamy, luxurious bergamot, you know? It smells like it came from over in Italy, definitely. But I love the orange and the citrusness and the bergamot in the opening. Now, it stays like that for about maybe 20-30 minutes, and then it starts to dry down to this boozy, chocolatey. I'm getting a nutty scent as well. It's almost like a walnut. It's not an almondy scent, but I'm getting a light nutty, like a almost like a chocolate fudge walnut brownie scent. I'm getting that in the dry down, in the mid and the dry down. The Sicilian bergamot is there, but it's definitely hiding in the background, and it kind of fades out. And then you get this rich chocolate, a slight coffeeness, a slight coffee scent. You know, more of like a dark roast coffee. You know, you get that orange or the bergamot, the dark roast coffee, the chocolate, and a little bit of nuttiness. So I'm thinking that walnut scent or the nuttiness is coming from the tonka bean that's in here. But y'all, this fragrance is amazing, okay? And I absolutely love it. I don't want to keep talking about it, but I love it. This stands alone on its own, and you can also use this for layering. Maybe like Vanilla Silk that I have by Galleria Fragrances, because it has that smoky, slight vanilla scent. You can use it with By the Fireplace to amp that up. By the Fireplace, I think it's By the Fireplace, to amp that up. Any smoky fragrance, maybe incense, Vanille Incensey by the House of Atelier, like any vanilla type fragrance or smoky type fragrance, or even a citrusy fragrance would be good with this, like the Clementine by Atelier. You can mix those two together and get that initial burst of orange, or Mandarin Basilic. You can mix with this as well, and that would be stunning, y'all. I'm going to try that, to mix Mandarin Basilic and Chocolate Affair. That's going to be like juicy. That's like Symphonium minus the oud in there. There's two different types of oud. But yeah, anyway, get your nose on Chocolate Affair by Dua. Do not purchase this without a discount. I think I got it for 30% off, but I think there's usually like a 25 to 30% off. But wait, y'all. And I think this is a limited edition, and I'm so, so happy that I was able to get this fragrance, y'all. I absolutely love it. I'm head over heels for this, and it's delicious. Which one would I take? I don't know. That's hard. I was going to say I'm going to do a updated version of my chocolate fragrances in my collection, because I think since I've done that video, I think I purchased at least maybe 5 or 6 other chocolate fragrances. All right, so y'all, that's it. Chocolate Affair by the House of Dua. I'm a Dua fan now, y'all, okay? Now, I think they have like do they have like a vanilla affair? But I don't know, I got too many vanilla fragrances. Jusette Accident à la Vanille is my favorite. Mazzolari's Vanilla with the vanilla and the caramel. Delicious. Anyway, let's go to the next one. So the next one I was super excited about was by the House of Galleria Parfums. Here we go. And this is Cognac Cafe. Now, Cognac Cafe is compared to Black Phantom, some would say. I think they're a bit different. When I was over in Amsterdam, I wore Black Phantom, I think 3 days out of the time that I was there, because it really holds up in the cold weather. Because to me, it's really beast mode, and I sprayed maybe about 8 sprays. But a lot of people say they don't get that performance out of Black Phantom. But on my skin and my clothes, it was amazing. And that wind and the sillage from Black Phantom was everything. So in Black Phantom, which I do have, and I did compare one day with this, there's dark chocolate rum, caramel, coffee, sugarcane, almond, sandalwood, and heliotrope. Now in Cognac Cafe, this is a stunning box that it comes in. This is my first fragrance from the House of Galleria Parfums, okay? Let's take that off. It's like a little coffin. Then it comes with the card here. That it actually comes with the notes on the back of the card, y'all. So I didn't need to write it down. So anyway, it comes like this. You know, I've been wanting this fragrance, I think, since like last summer, and I just never pulled the trigger, because I love a good Boozy fragrance. I love a good Gourmand. It has chocolate. It has a coffee in there, in the opening, in the heart, and I think also in the top as well. And it's super boozy. So in here, you don't get the almond. There's no nuttiness like in Black Phantom, and you don't have the caramel, but you have some other sweet notes. So in the top, you do have almond in here. See, that's why you don't need to listen to Fragrantica, because Fragrantica, they didn't have almond. I don't think they had almond listed, or maybe I just didn't write it down. So Yeah, there's almond in Black Phantom and here. So in here in the top notes, you have steamed coffee, almond, brown sugar, licorice. You have Indian papyrus. You have some sandalwood, African coffee absolute. You have cognac, cognac accord. You have barreled cognac, and that's in the base. Cognac accord is in the heart. You have your Virginian cedarwood, vanilla, amberwood, and Somalian myrrh. Y'all, that's all of that's in this cognac cafe. That sounds amazing. The fragrance is actually amazing as well. Love, love, love this stuff. Both were a love at first sniff, and then as they started to dry down, I completely fell in love, and they were both delicious. So let's go ahead and check out the fragrance, the atomizer. Atomizer's beautiful, the same. Whew, y'all, this is so good. Okay, like I said, I saw Claudia talk about this. You know, go follow her. I'll link her channel down below. Love her on Instagram. She just recently started a new YouTube channel, so please go support our girl Claudia and check her out. But y'all, Cognac Cafe, amazing. Okay, in here, you have your nuttiness, you have your booziness. The cognac rum scent, I'm not a drinker, but I know it smells like a rum to me. And a cognac, I guess like a brown liquor. That's what it smells like. You get your nuttiness. You get some cacao. Now, in Dua's fragrance, you have coffee, chocolate infused coffee. I'm getting more coffee in Dua's chocolate affair than in Cognac Cafe. So, but I am getting nuttiness. I'm getting cacao. I'm getting some sandalwood, some vanilla. I'm just getting that rich booziness, that rich, creamy, powdery, more of a creamy scent, not a powdery, that rich, boozy, nutty, powdery scent. Now, this is compared to a Black Phantom. Black Phantom to me is slightly sweeter than this fragrance here. Because in Black Phantom, you have the caramel and you have the sugar cane. And in Black Phantom, you get a lot of that nuttiness and that caramel. It's really thick and heavy in Black Phantom. This one is like medium heavy, but you still get a bit of airiness and the booziness. There's more booziness in here than it is in Black Phantom. So in Black Phantom, you get more of a gourmandish, chocolatey nuttiness, almondness. And this one, you get more of a boozy nuttiness. But yeah, y'all, this is good. This is probably one of my, aside from Killian's Angel Share, and yeah, there's Black Phantom. Then there's Martin Mikalev's Note Vanille, which is really boozy as well, but there's no chocolate in there. This is like one of my favorite booziest fragrances, you know, because you definitely get that nuttiness, the sandalwood, and the rum, the booziness as well. That's pretty much what I get. They said there's anise in here, but I don't really get any of that smell, but I do love that scent. Yeah, that's pretty much it, y'all. But it's good. But I get a lot of sandalwood, cognac, booziness, slight nuttiness, and it's sweet. It's definitely a gourmand, y'all. So anyway, get your nose on Cognac Cafe. It's delicious, y'all. So these were successful blind buys, and that is that. All right, so a couple other samples that we're gonna go through. The next video I'm going to do, we're going to do Cherry Smoothie by the House of Zara. We're also going to, and I've worn them, these two, Ebony Woods and Cherry Smoothie. And guess what I got, y'all? We're also going to go through, and I'm wearing these now so I can give you all a good review. We're going to do the Jo Malone collection, the collaboration of Jo Malone and Zara collection. We're going to go through those together. I've already smelled about 4 of these. That's going to be a lot of fun, but I want to take some notes on them and smell them as well for you all, so I can give you all a decent review, not only with just the opening or first impressions, but the dry down as well. But so far, they're okay. You know, nothing to write home to your mama about, but you know, so far they're okay. But yeah, watch out, look out or watch out for my review. So there are a couple of other fragrances that I was excited about, and this is by the House of Commodity, y'all. So I only have 2 of the cards here, but actually there's 3. So I ordered these from the subscription Scentbird, okay? So we have Commodity Velvets. We have Commodity Milk. There you go. You got milk. I'm going to say you got velvets. And then you have the Commodity Gold. And this is the extra strength, I guess. Yeah. So let's start with Commodity Velvet, because this is the one that everybody keeps raving about. So in Commodity Velvet, and the notes are on the back, y'all, which makes it so easy. You have your roasted almond, you have your clove buds, you have your rose petals, vanilla flower, and woods. Now, I put this on my hand. I smelled it all day long. I like it, but it smells like by the fireplace with a tad bit of pink rose inside. It's very woody. I get a lot of sandal. Is there sandalwood? I get sandalwood. It's very, very woody. So maybe just the woody notes. It smells just like by the fireplace with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of nuttiness. There's a dryness to this fragrance. I know a lot of people use this for layering, which is good because you can do that as well. Layer it with a Gourmand. I don't see anything else. Maybe layer it with something sweet just to give it, this will give it a little more depth. But other than that, let's go ahead and spray this. So, chose the right one. So this is Velvet. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray Velvet. But yeah, when I first sprayed it, I was like, oh, this is like by the fireplace with like some rose. Yeah. So I'm definitely getting, it's a little spicy, nutty, and rosy. You know, it says vanilla flowers, but it's not a heavy vanilla. This one I kept sniffing. I thought it would change or get a little sweeter, get a little bit more, you know, concentrated or have more depth. It didn't. It just got a little smokier or woodier as it dried down, like a dry wood, like wood shavings or wood chips with like rose petals thrown into it and a little bit of spiciness. Yeah. So no, I would not order Velvet, but you can definitely use Velvet for layering. So the next one we're going to talk about is Gold. And this is, I guess, the stronger one. They come in like 3 different strengths. And this would be the stronger one. So in Gold, you have saffron, you have oak moss, vanilla, patchouli, and nutmeg. So let's get into Gold. I love their fragrances as well. You know, the atomizers always come full, you know. So this is Gold. Then you can order the ones that it goes into, but I don't need those because I actually like the little containers that they come in, you know. I'll just keep them in there, and then it protects the fragrance as well. So let's go ahead and spray Gold. I actually like Gold, y'all. So, but do I need a full bottle? I don't want a full bottle of Velvet because I have too many other fragrances that smell the same. I was thinking about getting a full bottle of Gold, but I really don't need a full bottle because to me, but this is good though. I do really like it. Do I love it? No, but I really, really like it. You can definitely get, it's like a creamy saffron and vanilla, slight greenness in here. You know, but I do get that saffron in it. It's giving it a tad bit of like a creamy leathery touch on here. You definitely get the nutmeg. It's almost reminding me of Gentle Fluidity Gold with a tad bit of saffron inside, you know? Yeah, but I'm definitely, if you took Gentle Fluidity Gold and added that saffron, it gives it that little bit of a leather kick slightly, but it's not heavy leather. You guys know I do not really like leather in fragrances. I could take it in small doses, and that is pretty much it. But yeah, this one, the vanilla, you know, the oak moss making it fresh. This one's really good. You know, I said I wasn't going to get a full bottle of this, but I don't know. You know, I kept sniffing my arm and sniffing at on the when I sprayed it with Gold, and I was just trying to decide. I almost bought it. You know, that's how good it smelled because it's almost addicting. You know, it's really sexy. You know, the saffron makes it sexy. It's creamy. It's fresh from the oak moss. Slight woodiness. You know, you get the vanilla in here as well, but it's a beautiful fragrance, and this is Gold. So the next one we're going to discuss, but I don't know, y'all, that's maybe that'll come later on, but I really like it, but I'm not paying $145 for it. Maybe I'll catch it on sale for like half the price. I don't know. But anyway, the next one we're going to talk about is Milk. Now I don't know why I ordered this fragrance, but you know, I was interested in the name kind of like drew me in, like Milk. What does it smell like? Does it smell like lavanda trianon? You know, does it have lavender? Is it creamy? Is it like matcha meditation type creamy, milky? You know, what is it? So anyway, Commodity Milk. This one has a cold milk accord, which I thought was very unusual. You have your musk, you have some warm marshmallow in here, you have your woods and tonka bean, all the things that I love, right? So let's get into Milk, y'all. So this is Milk. These will last me a long time, y'all. So let's go ahead and spray Milk. Milk transitioned. Out of all of them, Milk is the one that transitioned for me. The gold transitioned slightly from the opening. It became a little sexier, more alluring, a little creamier. The saffron became a little, it was just amazing. And the dry down. This one, there were like a couple phases to this as well. And it was stunning, y'all. I was like, Milk, wow. So let's go ahead and spray this. So y'all, I absolutely love this fragrance. This is so creamy. So creamy. There's some sexiness to this fragrance, which I don't understand because it's milk in here, you know. There's marshmallow in here. You get like those, you know, those marshmallows that come in all colors, like pink, green, yellow. They smell more, they're sweeter than the average marshmallow. They're not as dusty or powdery. But you get that marshmallow smell, a little toasty, a little woody, you know. You get a creaminess from the milk. And there's something else in here. I think it's the musk and the tonka bean. But the musk in here, oh, you guys know I love a good musk fragrance. I'm going to go ahead and spray this on my skin. Because, y'all, this fragrance is sexy. Milk is sexy. I was like, what? Taste it in my mouth, though. That's how it's. And it has amazing performance. It stayed on me, and I sprayed it maybe like 3 or 4 times. It stayed on my skin for like 8 hours, you know? Yeah, I love Milk. There is something to this. It's very soft, but it has an amazing projection, sillage, all of that. But it's kind of like I don't want to say a warm cashmere sweater like everybody else, but it smells like you're jumping into a bed with a gigantic, like a down with like feathers, and you know, it's just like the room is white and completely like soothing and milky and creamy and soft, and like you're in like, I don't know, like velvet or fluffiness, you know? Yeah, I absolutely love this. And the woodiness and the musk mixed with this together, it's amazing. I don't know. I was trying to give you something that it might be similar to. But yeah, that woodiness, the musk, the marshmallow, and the milk is amazing. It's not too sweet either. It's not like super gourmandish. I would put it like in the middle of a gourmand, you know, because that woodiness kind of gives it a little bit of a kick and smacks it out of that gourmand area. Yeah, but I absolutely love Milk. Now, Milk, I will definitely be getting a full bottle of. I think this is the medium strength or the stronger one. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, the notes are, and you can check on the notes. It's cold milk, it's musk, it's warm marshmallow woods, and tonka bean. So anyway, that is it, y'all. I won't keep you any longer. But yeah, be looking out for that Zara review, you know. And y'all, absolutely love Milk, okay? It's amazing, and that is the one that I've decided to purchase a full bottle of at a later date when I find a sale, okay? All right, go on to the world, for an amazing sillage, do good, be good, all of that, and I love you all. And yeah, get your nose on Chocolate Affair and Cognac Cafe. They are amazing. All right, bye-bye.